Hey everyone, welcome to the results of 20 years of Pokemon history. This is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Darkness. I am PTM and this is Mega Freak 400, my trusty sidekick.
I'm not the side. You're the sidekick, though. I guess technically you'll be leading in this dungeon then.
Yes.
Wait,
Which
you
I don't
not?
understand why the Pokemon sprites don't change.
Well, you switched yourself to be leader though, right?
Yes, I will do it. Yeah, you'll see me. You'll actually see me do it.
Okay.
I believe, but I don't understand why I don't switch leaders, as in like when we're moving around in the overworld. Why I can't be the one that I control.
Because you can't do that with you can't move around with your other Pokemon, and you can make one of them the leader for that matter. So like you wouldn't be able to use a Spheal around this area, the Twisty Town. You have to use Chimchar and
I would love to be Spheal.
running around is I love Spheal. Anyway, correction I want to somewhat make, and I could still be wrong on this, but from what I've understood, deluxe boxes that you find at the end of dungeons have a fixed content or amount of that you can find there. It's fixed at what you find in the box, whereas other deluxe boxes found throughout dungeons are random. So I think that's specifically what's special about end of the dungeon boxes, but even that I could be wrong on. I don't know.
Yep, I think it's a good explanation.
One other thing I want to mention that we actually haven't encountered, and I don't know if we'll ever encounter it simply because of the way you have to encounter them, but you might actually find the item because one of the dungeons you'll do, you can actually find it randomly in the dungeon. But you can buy keys from Kecleon's shop, the one with the orbs and stuff, and keys, basically what you can do with them is if you go to a dungeon that you've already been to, or certain dungeons, and you don't have... and you're not on a mission, I believe. You can't be on a mission. You have to be just going there. Some of them will have like a locked chamber, and you can use the key to unlock that chamber. So I don't know if we'll show off any of that, but that is something that is possible.
Yes, and Mega critiqued me on this edition, but we're bringing back K-Man.
Don't do that. That's not gonna end well, man.
I love K-Man.
Don't do that.
Well, anyway, here to get to the next part of the post game, you need to talk to Sunflora, who's sitting next to Croagunk's swap shop.
Yes, and she will be like, "Oh my God, Surround C." I don't know if she mentioned the name yet, but oh my God, Surround C. We want to go there.
Yeah, Sunflora Surrounded C. Yeah, Sunflora already mentioned it.
So it's surrounded.
Yeah, it's Surrounded C.
Yeah, but Surround C sounds more elegant for some reason. It's like.
The sea, it's surrounded by rocks. It makes sense.
I know, but surround sounds cooler, because I said so.
Why can't they just call it Serene Sea and be done with it?
Because that wouldn't make sense. Neither would Surround, I guess. But anyway, yeah, Surrounded Sea is a water dungeon, as you can imagine. So it's kind of good that Pikachu is taking the lead here. I don't know why you brought Tauros, though, because Tauroses can't swim.
Okay, Tauros doesn't need to swim. We're on the surface of the water.
Okay, I love the music here too. It's really relaxing.
We're not. I don't get it. We're not really even underwater.
We're. I guess a shallow part of the. I don't know. You know, don't question it. I guess we're just on a shallow part of the water.
Because
like
I mean, we go deeper into the surround sea, and we're never below water.
Well, there's games where you can. Mario has fire underwater. Don't question video games that in depth.
Oh boy. Well, we enjoy K-Man's company though.
So yeah, we have.
And he actually is pretty good. He's just a lower level. We just need to get him up to speed is all.
I'm gonna say something to you because I experienced this. Feed me gummies. Keep feeding me specifically gummies because I know because I experienced it. There are two skills. One is like an auto set skill I got, and it basically like made Pokemon that are weak to my type. It made it stronger, you know what I mean? Like, I can't remember what it was. I think, actually, no, another one of the skills gave me more HP. So, keep feeding me gummies to get those skills, because it won't take that much. I pretty much did it in the next dungeon, so...
Was one of them called Brick Tough?
Yes. Why? Did you get it in this one?
Because I think I get it either here or in another future part.
Okay,
but
well, yeah...
You will get Brick Tough eventually.
Yeah, basically, that's the one I think that gives you more HP.
Okay, because I don't know if Pikachu's gotten it yet. I don't think Pikachu has.
Can you get Brick Tough? I know...
Well, you know, Pikachu might be in a different IQ skill group as well, so that may be
there's
also
groups now for IQ
Yeah, I think there's different groups. It's like egg. It's like, It's like egg families, or whatever it's called. I think egg families is the term. Egg groups. It's egg groups. It's like egg groups. It's the same sort of concept.
Okay, well, I need to cover Surrounded Sea. It has 20 floors. There are no rest stops. There are traps. The main type is water, and there is recruiting allowed. Pokemon you can find here: Slowbro, Caravan. How do you? Caravana? The Caravan.
Oh, Carvana.
Oh, Carvana. Oh, hello, Monster House. Tentacruel, Starmie, Shelder, Quillfish, Horsey, Slowking, Wilmer, Seadra, Remoraid, Kingdra, Clamperl, Finion,
yeah.
Octillery, Lapras, and...
Luminion?
I think Wailord also.
Oh, Wailord?
Maybe, I don't know. I think it's included on the list, but it seems possible? I don't know.
I didn't see Wailord. That's interesting.
Maybe, I don't know. That's why I was hesitant to include it, because I didn't remember seeing Wailord either.
It might be super, super rare.
Wailord is huge.
Yeah, Wailord. Oh, no, you can't. Yes, Wailord is here. I do remember seeing it. I saw it once. Wailord is here. But he's very easy to take out because we have Pikachu, so... No, Wailord, I think, doesn't Wailord have the biggest base HP cap of every Pokemon in every generation?
I think that's Chansey or Blissey, isn't it?
It might be Blissey. It might be Blissey, actually. But I know Wailord's up there.
Okay, there's Bricktuff.
Yep, Bricktuff. See?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Blissey's considered the tank. Because I just remember Blissey and Chansey being the ones that have really high HP, which makes sense because of what type of Pokemon they are.
Then I also applaud Nurse Joy for picking Chansey as her assistant, because Chansey can take a hit. So that has nothing to do with Mystery Dungeon, so...
Oh, you're not exploring at all.
Screw exploring. There's no incentive. Well, there's kind of sort of items, but... I don't know.
Why'd you discharge? But why'd you take, I still don't know why I took Cayman, because he's gonna die. He's weak. He's not at the level that we are. You should get a new Pokemon, like a Seadra. Wouldn't you like a Seadra?
Seadras... I don't know. I don't like how they look.
But they're like seahorses.
Yeah, they're deadly seahorses. They could turn...
Well, you have a bull on your team right now. How's that any less deadly?
It's not less deadly. It'd be more deadly, right? But you just said Tauros was weak.
Yeah, weak in terms of exploring, but in real life, if a Tauros impaled you with its horns, I think you would die.
Probably. Suffer grievous wounds. Probably would die.
Okay,
yeah, I hate that, because you can't get those items.
Unless you're a water Pokemon. Which this would be useful to have water Pokemon be the leader. Because if you, at this point, because you can switch the leader, you can make your lead a water Pokemon, and at that point you can pretty much cross anything. Okay, that would be one reason to be Mudkip, because then you'd be able to cross water, right, as Mudkip or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Or any other water Pokemon. Squirtle.
Oh, Octillery. Oh, I hate Octillery.
Really, this dungeon isn't that bad. As much as, I'm a fire Pokemon and it's a water dungeon, I never really found this one bad, personally.
I love what Tauros says every time he levels up. He said, yeah, I leveled up, want to make something of it?
Yeah, all the Pokemon kind of have slightly different personalities, it seems. Like, I don't know if it's specifically to Tauros, like that's what Tauros says, but some of them will say, like, oh yeah, I'm doing really good, Mega, or something like that.
I'm pretty sure it's your, like, personality, the personality of the Pokemon. They just have a set list of things that they say. Like bashful and brave and, like, different things like that. They'll say different phrases. Oh, jeez. Poison. Well,
that's what sucks is Tauros doesn't have, like, with you, if I hit a trap and then I move off to the side, you usually won't go on it, because I think you have that one IQ skill, and Tauros doesn't have that. The IQ skill that makes it so that you are careful, and that That wasn't that bad of a warp trap.
There's a very useful item that actually helps in this part of the game called the eyedrop seed. That actually allows you to see traps in every dungeon.
I thought the eyedrop seed, didn't it allow us to see invisible status? Or that was wait.
Yes. I think it's the same one.
Yeah, but eyedrop seed lets you see traps too?
Yep. I don't know if I actually show it off, but I did do it. If I didn't show it off here, I did it in one take of videos that I did, and that's how it works. Yep.
Okay. Well, that's more useful than I thought it was. I thought it was not useful.
It'd be useful for very extended trips to dungeons, but it works, but it only works on the floor you're on. So once you leave that floor, oh jeez, yeah. Once you leave that floor, its effects go away.
Also, one thing I want to clarify, just because I thought about it now, I think I mentioned when you get the PP down trap, you lose PP from your set move, but I at some point later on I actually lost PP for Fire Blast and Scratch, but it wasn't my set move, so I think it's random. Okay.
It did the same thing with me. I did a take on the dungeon, the new dungeon after this one. Same thing happened to me.
So yeah, I'd honestly say Surrounded Sea. I'm just used to saying Surrounded Sea. Surrounded Sea isn't that tricky, which is weird. It's odd how some dungeons seem like they'd be more tricky than others. I guess it all depends on who you have with you and other factors too. It's not like, as much as I can say, oh, this dungeon wasn't that tricky, there's a ton of factors to whether a dungeon is tricky or not. I mean, if we were both, we wouldn't both be fire Pokemon because you can't be the same type. I mean, I guess you
can't?
Well, when you choose your partner, you can't choose like Chimchar and then Cyndaquil.
Oh, yeah. Tauros, come on, buddy.
He's just slowing us up. Put him out of his misery.
No, he just won't die. That's actually a good thing, honestly.
But you should just get a new K-Man. I mean, we have like 3 PKs. Why can't we have 2?
There can only be one K-Man.
There's 50 PKs.
PK's got multiple cousins with the same name, I think. I can see it, just waste it. Doesn't do me any good.
One thing that
Slow
happens
trap. K-Man, you silly goose.
The one thing I didn't realize with plain seeds, well, I did realize it, but I don't think we've ever mentioned it. When you use a Reviver seed, or I think any seed that you eat, it becomes a plain seed, or at least with the Reviver seeds. That's why you end up getting them, because like I never collect them, but you end up just having them in your collection. It's because every time a Reviver seed is used, it becomes a plain seed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Reviver seed that K-Man had to use just became a plain seed.
But there's no... I don't know why they just didn't, because there's no point to plain... I don't think plain seed even fills up your belly. I don't think it does anything.
No, it has no effect.
So I don't know why they just didn't get rid of it. That would seem kind of silly to me, that they didn't just allow you to remove it from your inventory.
It's, I don't know. Added annoyance. Thanks, Chunsoft. We love you.
This game's pretty well done though overall.
Octillery, those long-range shots. See, look at this.
Bullet Seed can actually be pretty effective. You're wasting all my Reviver Seeds. I stocked you up with items, and now you're having K-Man use my entire...
Wait, how is it waste? How is it a waste if it's keeping me alive?
But see, no, I'm the kind of guy who, like, only takes 1 Reviver Seed or 2 to the dungeon. Well, sometimes more. But the person in, like, Fire Emblem that hoards Vulneraries, and then when you get later in the game, you don't even need them at that point, but you still have a bunch just to be safe.
Or the guy who saves all his bonus experience until
that's
part 4 and then uses it all on Meg.
Well, you did that, but I'm talking about, like, item hoarding, like, being extra cautious with items, and then when you actually... And then to the point of not needing the items.
And then it's like, why do I have this stuff?
Just to be safe. It's always good to have backup items.
Very soon I'll start using those throwing items more because they're just becoming very useful. And you don't want to use your long-range PowerPoint moves all the time. I want to start doing damage.
At this point, though, actually, I haven't been using, like, I actually haven't been using Silver Spike as much now that I have Flamethrower and stuff. And then with, you know, Max Elixirs, you can just... It makes more sense to use stuff like Flamethrower than using the Silver Spikes. Not that I'm saying get rid of them, but, you know, I've found myself using Flamethrower and... Well, Flamethrower because I'm using Chimchar, but I just found that more useful. And I will say I've been using Orbs more often, though, just to be safe. And here's
here we
the
go.
end. And, okay, thing to mention here, these 3 boxes, I believe, all have Reviver Seeds. I could be wrong on that, but according to what I read, they do. If you come here later, after this point, there'll be 4 boxes. I'm not sure what the 4th one has. Maybe it's another Reviver Seed. But specifically here, you also get a 4th item, which is only on the first trip, an egg.
The Wonder Egg.
And anyone who's done a lot of the, like, Pokemon Ranger, which I actually never really even played Pokemon Ranger. I have one of them, the Shadows of Omnia, and I've never even put it in my DS. But, just because I just haven't. It's not because I have any problem with it. But, that egg will look really familiar, because I know that egg is important, or is a bonus item in a lot of the Ranger games, specifically. Have you played the Ranger games?
I played the beginning of the first one. I didn't really pursue it.
And oh no, it's hatching. Or oh no, oh yay, it's hatching.
It's like, yes, breakfast.
No, breakfast.
It's a wonderful breakfast.
And the egg is, of course, the legendary Pokemon... Manaphy. I think Manaphy? Manaphy, right?
Yes.
And it can't speak because it's dumb.
It said, Kia, Kia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's a baby, but it's also dumb. Because that's what babies are.
I say.
To be fair, though, it actually does learn pretty fast. But either way, we don't know what it is, so we're going to actually go to Chatot, because he's the head of intelligence.
Alright, Chatot. What is it and what do we do with it?
Breakfast!
Breakfast!
I really want to eat that now.
Roar!
So yeah, Manaphy is a really rare Pokemon.
Oh, cool.
And basically, we just took it out of its environment.
The breakfast of a lifetime.
No, we probably shouldn't eat legendary Pokemon. It's probably not a good idea.
Manaphy, so you want us to cook you rare? Rare,
No.
rare!
We're not gonna continue this. It was a one-time joke.
Okay. Where? I don't know what oh, where?
No, he's not Wario or Waluigi.
Wario loves gummies.
So yeah, he's hungry. Now here's where this gets annoying. You now need to go get blue gummies, and they can only be, or really can only be found in Craggy Coast. So, be prepared to take a few trips there. And we'll be cutting ahead and not showing off Craggy Coast, but PTM will be doing that next time. So,
Yeah.
yeah.